In this video I'll be showing you how to build and obtain the tester gun on the Final Reich. So the first things first, when you come to the command room you will not be able to actually open up the door in order to get down to where you need to start the quest in order to build the tester gun. This is the salt mine area. This is due to the fact that you haven't got enough power for the door. In order to power up this door you need to activate two power switches. First power switch, if you come over to the morgue and coming from the armor machine and then past the tank, if you then come through into this room here you can find the switch here on the wall. Simply interact with this switch and it will turn the light from red to green. You then have roughly around a minute in order to activate the second switch. The second switch, if you come over to the laboratories and come over to where the electric cherry pet machine is and run up this staircase here, and then at the top of the stairs turn left and you can find the second power switch on the wall here. Once again interact with it in order to power it up. Once they're both done, if you then head over to the salt mine door you will now be able to purchase the door and open it up. Before going down into the salt mine, turn around and you'll see this weird contraption in the middle of the command room here. To simply walk up to it and hold your interactive button in order to turn the crank. Once you've done this, come down to the bottom of the salt mines into the Emperor's chamber, and you should see in the center of the Emperor's chamber there's this weird device in the middle. Simply walk up to it where the red light is and hold your interactive button in order to power up the device. When you power up the device it will create a red ring around the area. All you need to do here is simply kill zombies inside this area in order to power up the device. You'll be able to tell when the device is done as the room will turn really bright orangey red. After this, come back up to the command room and coming from the mystery box run up the stairs here and then come over here to where you see this green light where there's this big red button. Interact with the big red button and this will start the process to power up the tester gun parts. You'll see on the ceiling is the device that you got outside of the Emperor's chamber. It will have a nice big red ring around it. All you need to do here is simply kill zombies inside this red ring in order to power up this device. You can, if you wish, wait for this device to stop at multiple spots along the route that it travels and then power up the device with zombie souls then, or if you want you can simply get a horde of zombies and kill them all right away in front of the device inside of the red ring and power it up straight away. I personally prefer to simply power up the device right away so that way I don't need to worry about it stopping en route. Once it gets to the end of its route it will come to this device over here inside of the laboratories. It will then plug itself into the device and the device will start making the part required for the tester gun barrel. You'll need to wait until that is done. Once it's done, come up to that device and interact with it in order to pick up the tester gun barrel. The device will then come outside of that other device and start heading back to the command room. Once the device gets to the command room it will then produce another red ring for you to kill zombies inside of, which will then head over into the morgue. So once again just fill up the device with lots of zombie souls. Once the device gets to the end here and plugs itself into this other device, which is a giant container full of body parts, simply wait for that to power up. Once it's fully powered up, come over to that tank and you'll see in the middle is the next part, which is the tester gun core. Pick that up, head over to the command room again and you'll notice immediately a Brenner will spawn in. These are the guys with the flamethrower. Simply just kill the Brenner so it doesn't bother you. Once the device has made itself all the way back into the command room again, coming from the mystery box, if you head up the stairs, come over to the table where the device is plugged in, you'll see there's a spot where you can hold to assemble the tester gun. Simply interact with that. It will then craft the tester gun for you. You can then walk up to this and interact with it in order to pick up the tester gun. You will now have access to the tester gun for the rest of the game. The tester gun is quite good at lower rounds, however it does become very weak at higher rounds, which is why you should then go and actually build the upgrades. If you want to learn how to build the upgrades for the tester gun, I have links to those down in the description as well as the pinned comment. Another thing to bear in mind is with the tester gun you cannot walk up to the pack-a-punch machine in order to buy ammo back for the gun. That does not work with tester guns, you just have to wait for a max ammo to spawn. Otherwise that's all there is to this video. I hope you guys found it useful. If you need another guide to Call of Duty Zombies, I have links to that down in the description as well as the pinned comment. Otherwise I'll see you all in the next video.